What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good. So today I have a new Christmas polygel kit from Saviland and we're just gonna jump right into it. So the first thing you get is a set of butterfly nail forms and some dual forms. I really love the packaging in this kit, like the winter blue. It gives it like the whole Christmas vibe. And you also get a card in here that shows you like some of Saviland's other products and like a little step-by-step tutorial on how to apply your polygel with dual forms and stuff like that, which is really nice. I love their packaging. It's definitely unique. And this is what the polygels look like. Aren't these so cute? They're all like Christmas themed. I thought that was so adorable. I haven't really seen that in any other polygel kit. I just like stuff like that. It's like the little things that matter, you know. And you also get a 30 milliliter liquid slip solution, and it does come sealed. As you could see, that little white part got like stuck on the top, so I was trying to like push it back and it wouldn't go, so I was just like, forget it. But yeah, anyways, there's also a 7 milliliter base gel and a top gel in here, and this is what they look like. And then you also do get a polygel brush, of course. It has a scraper on one side and then your polygel brush on the other side. And you also do get a 100-180 grit nail file, and this is what it looks like. It's like double-sided, square and round, and these are the polygels. They do come sealed. And let's just go ahead and jump into the swatches really quick. So the first color I'm going to swatch is called Glitter Silver. They actually have names, which makes it even better. I like when brands name their stuff. I don't know, it just makes it more fun, you know, rather than just a number. So yeah, that was like a clear polygel with silver glitter in it. The next one is called Christmas Gold, and it's exactly how it looks. It's a very gold glittery polygel, and I really like the formula of these polygels. I did want to mention that because normally when I try some of Saviland's polygels, they're a bit runny, but these were good this time. They weren't like runny or like that weird like builder gel type of consistency. They were just like just right. I will say they are soft though, so you might want to like flash cure as you're doing your nails, because when soft polygels sit on your nails for too long, they can tend to heat up more and like kind of run into the cuticle area. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. They're really nice polygels and they're super pigmented. There's no like bubbles or anything. So yeah, the red shade was actually called Christmas Red. And then we also have black that I'm swatching now. I actually did go in with a second coat of this one off camera because the color wasn't like really showing up that great. I don't think I applied enough and I wanted you guys to see how it looked. So I went in with a second layer off camera. You'll see what it looks like in a minute. And now I'm doing Christmas Green. I really love this color. It's like a really nice glittery green shade. It has fine green and silver glitters in there. This is definitely one of the colors I'll be using. I'll be using the red, white, and green. And then I'll also be using a brown from another kit just because I had like a gingerbread idea in my head and I really wanted to like do it, so I had to use brown, of course. But yeah, this orange shade is called Pumpkin. I'm not sure where this comes into Christmas, but it kind of gives you that little bit of a fall vibe still in there as well. I do like this shade. It's really pretty. So yeah, that one's called Pumpkin. And then the last one that I'm going to swatch is called White, which is a white polygel. And this isn't like a super bright white polygel. It's kind of unique because it's a milky white polygel, but it's not like sheer or anything. It's pigmented. I would say it's like a milky white pigmented polygel. That's like the best way to like describe it. But yeah, I did go ahead and apply a second coat of the black and I top coated all of them off camera, and this is what they look like. I really love all the colors. They definitely do give that Christmas vibe. So be sure to check the description box as always if you guys are interested in this kit. So now we're just gonna jump right into the tutorial as always. So I did prep my nails off camera with some nail tips. I will leave my polygel prep video in the cards if you're interested in seeing how I prep my nail tips and stuff like that. But right now I'm going in with a dehydrator and primer. I'm using Bellavina like I normally do. I'm doing 1 coat of dehydrator, 2 coats of primer, waiting for that to dry, and then going in with a layer of base gel. And I do still have some acrylic on my nails because yeah, I keep it there so I have something to file down to. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, I change my nails like every day pretty much. So yeah, your girl still needs her nails in order to make videos, so that's why I leave acrylic there. But anyways, so right now I'm basically going to be doing the base on all the nails, which is going to be one solid color, and then I'm going to be doing like all the nail art on top of them. So I'm starting off with that Christmas red color. It's a nice, really pretty red shade, and I find that these polygels apply even better with a little bit of base gel. So you can actually use the base gel from the kit as a slip solution. So I squeeze the polygel on the nail, and then I kind of just brush the base gel right over the polygel, and I do dip my brush in a little bit of the slip solution, and it just makes like the polygel glide down the nail even better. But like I said, this polygel is on the softer side, so I'm gonna be like flash curing my nails as I go, because like I said, if this polygel was to sit on my nails, it will get like more warm and start to run into the cuticle area, and we don't want that, because if red gets on the cuticles, if you know like I know, it is not coming off. But anyways, on this nail I'm going to be using this color from Macart, because like I said, I really wanted to do gingerbread nails, and when I first picked out this kit from Saviland, that's immediately what I thought of when I saw all the colors. They were just like missing a brown, but I still wanted to do like the design, so I'm using a brown from another kit. This is actually the color Blended from the Macart Snatched Polygel kit. It's a really pretty like brown shade, like a nude brown. I really love it. I feel like it's a perfect base for like the gingerbread house that I'm going to be drawing on top of it. And I had like the perfect gel polish from Madame Glam to draw the gingerbread man that exactly matched this color. Like, what are the odds of that? And I know, like, you know, these aren't the typical like gingerbread colors, but I don't know, my gingerbread man is going to be kind of like a mocha brown color, because I don't know, I think it's cute. Your gingerbread man could be whatever color you want it to be. But yeah, mine is going to be like kind of like a mocha brownish color, not so much like tan, but I guess it depends on how you cook it. That's how it looks. Like I said, gingerbread man could be any color. So yeah, I applied that there, and on the ring finger I'm going in with the white shade. And I don't know if I must have squeezed this out a little bit weird. I think this might be the polygel where I accidentally had trouble getting the seal off of it, because there was like a little air bubble there, so I had to like kind of you know, use my brush to poke it out and kind of like brush it back into place. So that kind of like, you know, made the color not as pigmented. But I'm actually going in with a second layer on all of these nails, because I want to, you know, have more structure, because I wear my nails long, so you need like more structure when they're this long. So I'm going to be going in with a second layer to make them all more pigmented and just like get a little bit more of an apex and thickness to the nails. So yeah, I'm applying that color on this nail, and on the pinky I'm actually going to be using the Christmas green shade, which is that really gorgeous like glittery green color. It's so pretty. I felt like using the classic like Christmas colors for this set, because lately I noticed I've been doing a lot of like pink Christmas theme sets or blue, so I wanted to do like a classic Christmas theme set, and I think this one is my favorite one so far. Like, I literally stayed up all night doing these nails like till freaking like 6 or 7 in the morning. So you guys better like this set, okay? You better like it. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, it did take me like a really long time, but I think it was so worth it because I loved the way they turned out. I think they're so adorable. I'm definitely gonna have to keep these on for a few days because of how hard I worked on them. But yeah, I just like the way they look. Alright, so I actually did do a full cure in my bigger lamp for 60 seconds to make sure that all of the nails were fully cured, all the polygel was fully cured before I go in with a second layer. You never want to like not cure your nails all the way and then keep going in with more and more layers, because what will happen is the polygel will not fully cure, and like when you file your nail you'll have some like gummy parts in there because yeah, the polygel is not fully cured. But anyways, to go in with the second layer, I basically just apply the polygel right over the first layer that I did, the same exact way. I forgot to mention that I do keep like the rounded end that comes out of the bottle when you squeeze it, like up by the cuticle area, so I could kind of use that rounded end to build my apex. So while I'm patting the polygel in place, I kind of like pat that rounded end like right around where the nail bed area is, but I don't really brush it down because I'm using that to build my apex, if that makes sense. And then the rest of the polygel, obviously I just pat side to side down the nail. And you always want to make sure that you smooth your nails out the best you can before you place your fingers in the lamp. This way that you can have like a nice smooth application and you won't have like a lot of filing and stuff to do. I feel like applying the base gel on top of the polygel really helps get that smooth application. That's why I was saying if you ever like have issues applying your polygel, if it's like too firm or something, just apply a little bit of base gel on them and it will kind of like soften it up, and it will just like help you apply it better. And it does give the overall nail a smooth look, as you could see. It's just like a nice smooth color with like no lumps or anything like that. Of course you do have to brush them out, but it makes it a whole lot easier. So after I apply the second layer on all of these nails, I'm going to cure it in my lamp for 60 seconds, my big lamp, and then I'm going to cleanse the nails with isopropyl alcohol to make sure I get that tacky layer off of the nails from the gel after curing. And now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the filing. I'm gonna start by debulking my nails. So I'm using a fine grit ceramic drill bit to do that. And I'm just like smoothing over the nails. These aren't like really thick or anything like that. I'm just kind of going in and redefining the shape. So I'm going around the cuticle area, smoothing over the nail along the side walls. Make sure you file underneath your nails to get out like any like product or plastic from the nail tips. And definitely like make sure you have that little hill that's your apex. Don't leave it too low because that's the strongest part of your nail. You always want to have like that little hill. And of course you do want some thickness like towards the end of your nails as well. And I also do take the drill and file along the sides of the nails, just to kind of like redefine the shape. It just helps like when you go in with your hand file, so you won't like have as much hand filing. And I'm going to try to get down as much product around the cuticle as I can with this safety bit, and then I'm going to go in and seal with my cuticle bit like I normally do. Next, I'm going to go in with my cuticle bit. This one is from Dashboard Beauty. I'm going in on a low speed and just going around the cuticle area, just cleaning right in between where the artificial nail and the cuticle is, right around there. Sometimes product gets stuck behind there. You just want to make sure you go and clean around that area. It gives you a nice finished look, and it also helps to seal around the cuticle area so that you don't get like any lifting. I really swear by cuticle bits. If you've never used one, you're definitely missing out. I have some drill bit recommendations in the description box under my Amazon store, under the category nail products, if you're interested in like any of the bits that I use. So yeah, I'm just going around. Make sure you use it on low speed. Never want to go too high of a speed around the cuticle area, because you can cause damage to your natural nails. And always keep your drill moving, whether you're filing around the cuticle area or just like filing your nails in general. Never stay in one spot for too long, because that can cause friction on your nails. The drill bit can heat up against your nail and cause damage to your nails. Now I'm gonna go in with my hand file to shape up the nails, and I always end up grabbing my hand file instead of the ones from the kit. It's like a bad habit, so sorry about that, but yeah, they all work the same anyway. But we're doing a long tapered square shape for this set, because I needed like room to do the nail art. So yeah, the more space you have, the more nail art you can do. So this was definitely the perfect shape for this set. So I take my hand file and hold it straight, and I take off like the bulk on the sides of the nail first, and then I slightly angle my file in to like file inward towards the tip of the nail, which gives the nail that tapered square look. And you just like file however many times on each side until like you're satisfied with like your shape. I don't like mine too wide. I like them kind of like right there in the middle, so I kind of like file until, you know, I'm kind of like that. And then to file the free edge, I hold the file at an angle and file straight across. You want to hold it at an angle but straight, and file straight across so that it comes out even. And after I shape up the nails, I always go in with my buffer to buff out any scratches.
I'm in your town, feeling for another round. I was counting down the days, been more patient than a Browns fan. Where that chip at? Probably on your shoulder, cause I forgot to hit back. Left you on red, apologies are said, but often never meant. Well, fuck that, I repent for message never sent now. Hello, stranger, it's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on, put your sweats on for me? Cause I got the plug, I made the call for green. I'm talking late night fire. Let me lay a good time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it.
Okay, so moving on to the fun part, which is the nail art. I'm gonna start by doing the present nail first, And excuse my brush, it was like a little bit frayed when I took it out of my brush holder. So it's gonna take a minute for me to get it like back into shape. So I kind of had to keep retracing over my line. But anyways, you wanna make one line going straight up the nail and then one like straight across. But the first line you wanna make it like more off to the side to give it that present look. So I'm going in with some gel polish from Melody Susie. It's from one of their gel polish sets. It's number 463. It's just like a nice, kind of like a deeper red shade, but it's like lighter than the nail so you can see it. So I'm doing the outline now, and then after I cure those lines in my lamp, I'm actually going to be going in with this gel polish from Makurt. It's called Makeout. It's from their Hooked on Love collection, which I think was a limited edition if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, it's just like a glittery red gel polish. And I'm putting a little bit of that on my brush, and I'm just going to trace right over those lines. I just wanted like a little more detail on the nail. I wanted like a glittery ribbon rather than just a plain red one. And now I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing the little gingerbread house. This was like the most funnest part. So I'm drawing like the roof part, which is kind of like icing. You kind of want to start by making little dots and dragging them up, kind of as if you were doing a drip nail, and then you fill it in at the top. But the only difference is you want to go in and thicken up like the drips to make it look more like, you know, frosting rather than drips, if that makes sense. That's like the way that I drew it. I mean, I don't really know what other way to explain it, but that's the way I drew it. By the way, these detail brushes are linked in my Amazon store under nail products. They come in a set of like 5, I think, and they're like dual ended. They have different size like detail brushes, and then on the other end is a dotting tool. And I've been using these ever since I started doing nails. I really like them. But yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and draw the door, and I'm kind of just retracing to like thicken it up. Then I'll be drawing a window, and I'm going to flash cure. Now I'm gonna go in and add the details. So I'm using that same Melody Susie red. By the way, the white that I use is from the Nior and Blanc duet set, and it's called Blanc. So yeah, I'm using that Melody Susie red to draw like some lines around the door to make it look like a candy cane. And I'm gonna use the other end of my brush, which is a dotting tool, and I'm gonna make like little sprinkles up by the roof area, and then some more random sprinkles around the window. And I'm also going to put like a little one for the doorknob, like a green one. And the green polish that I'm using is actually called Peacock, and that one is from the Makurt, I think, Birds of Paradise collection, if I'm not mistaken. And now we're gonna go ahead and draw our cute little gingerbread girl. I actually drew a gingerbread girl on this hand, and then there's a gingerbread boy on the other hand. So yeah, I thought it was a cute little idea. I kind of like tried to really pay attention to the details in this set. So yeah, this color I'm using from Madame Glam is called Always Late, and tell me it does not match that nail color for the gingerbread house like to the T. Like literally they're like the same color pretty much. So yeah, I'm drawing the gingerbread man. At first I was not sure how I was gonna do this, so I kind of started making little blobs and eventually it turned into a gingerbread man, honestly. So I kind of like was making the outline and then I started tracing over it and then like rounding off like where the feet are and the arms are. You just want to make sure you make them long enough to where they don't look stubby, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna draw that in like flash cure, and then I'm gonna use a dotting tool to do the eyes, and I'm gonna make little lines, white lines, like around the arms and feet, like how a gingerbread man is. I'm also going to draw the mouth, like a little half smile, and then I'll be using my dotting tool to make 3 red buttons on the chest. To make the bow on top of the head, I'm going to make a little red dot with my dotting tool for the center of the bow, and I'm going to flash cure that. After that, I'm going to go in with the green shade and start drawing like the little ribbons on the side, kind of just starting off using the tip of my brush because this is really fine detail. I was like shaking on the inside, holding my breath, hoping it was coming out good, but actually turned out pretty good. And I'm actually going to be putting a little red rhinestone in the middle of the bow later on, but I just wanted the red dot there so that I can, you know, have a guide, I guess. So yeah, I'm just kind of like filling in the little ribbons and kind of like squaring them off to make it look like a bow. For the last part, I'm going to go ahead and draw the Christmas lights. So for the wires, I'm using the Nior gel polish from the McCart Nior and Blanc gel polish set. So I'm kind of just wiggling my brush and making a wavy line, and at the top I'm doing like a little loop. So this is like the wire for the Christmas lights, and on the other nail, on the other hand, I did like a continuance of like the Christmas lights. So I did kind of just like the wavy lines like I did at the bottom of this nail. And to draw the little Christmas lights, you basically want to make like little dots and extend them a little bit so they look like those little bulb lights. I'm going to be using the red and green to do that. And after I draw all these, I'm going to cure in my big lamp for 60 seconds before I top coat. To finish everything up, I'm going to start by applying the bow to the present nail. So I'm using some Beetles rhinestone gel to attach this little bow. It came in one of those nail decor sets from McCart. It's an all white bow. So with these bigger charms, you want to use something like this with a stronger hold to hold them. And I'm just going to top coat the rest of the nails and place my bling into the gel. Like I said, I'm putting a little rhinestone in the middle of the bow on the gingerbread girl, and on the pinky I'm just going to be applying some red bling, and then I'm going to cure my lamp for 60 seconds, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this set. Let me know what you think in the comments. You better like this set because I spent so much time on it. Well, at least I hope you like this set, but I'm pretty sure you guys will like this set because I mean, we all have the same taste. That's why you're here, right? But yeah, anyways, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe because I post nail tutorials and reviews every week. You definitely don't want to miss out. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified when I do upload, because sometimes people don't get notified. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you guys.